I'm inviting Pini and Haim to present the major Pinchas.
Maybe let's start with a clip for a change. Pinchas lives in a poor neighborhood with his mother, Tamara, an immigrant from Ukraine. He spends most of his time alone while his mother works hard to put food on the table. Pinchas is almost 13, the age of bar mitzvah. All his classmates are starting to prepare for the bar mitzvah ceremony. Tamara resists any religious ritual, but Pinchas wants to be like everyone else. So he follows his ultra-Orthodox neighbor called Shimon and asks him to prepare him for the bar mitzvah too. While studying, Pinchas and Shimon become close. Pinchas finds in Shimon a father figure and also is drawn to the big Moroccan family in which Shimon is the eldest son. Meanwhile, Tamara and Shimon become close too, and against all odds, they start a love affair. Pinchas is jealous, but then he understands that his mother needs love and that there's a chance here to build a home together with Shimon. Shimon leaves after his rabbi insists he will marry a religious girl. Pinchas blames his mother, frustrated, and a sense of rage is boiling inside of him. Hi everyone, my name is Pinchas. My father left us when I was 6 years old. I was an only child, a lonely child. My mother was lonely too. I wandered around our poor neighborhood and looked for something to do, looked for meaning. So I met this guy, Shimon, who told me the story of Pinchas from the Bible. Pinchas was a man who did an extremely fanatic act, killed two sinners, two lovers, in the name of God. Shimon thought this act was heroic, so I believed him. The day after, I put a kippah on my head and decided to be religious. I wanted to be like Shimon, sure of himself, full of faith. I wanted him to love me, to adopt me, and maybe deep in my heart, I wanted him to embrace and love my mother. Things ended less dramatically, and then in the script, I grew up and chose other religions, like music, theater, cinema. I had to wear glasses, so I started seeing the world through a frame. My loneliness gave me the time to look at the world through little moments of grace. A morning light that illuminates beautifully the dirty glasses in our kitchen. The special way my mother holds her cigarette, and the way she groans when she wakes up in the morning and goes to work. The main characters in my film are trying to elevate themselves from the everyday banal reality. Pinchas is looking for meaning, for a father figure. Tamar is stuck in this neighborhood, waiting for love. Shimon is trying to escape from his inner darkness through religion. And I, as a film director, try to elevate myself through cinema. Haim.
Anybody that watched Pini's 3 award-winning shorts can understand why we're so excited to make with him his debut feature film. We were thrilled when Pini asked us to join him and produce a feature film based on the outstanding short Pinchas, adding more layers and more depth to the characters and the plot. Even the first draft had already a lot of potential, but the work that put in the lab by Pini and Jacques really gave birth to an excellent script, one that I can't wait to start producing, and I hope that a few of us will join us for the journey. Thank you.
So, questions from the jury. Shelonia, yes.
It's always the same. We'll have technology on the moon, but the mics will never work. At least these clips, they're shown very well. It's striking how this kid looks like you.
Actually, this kid is here. He's the son of a great director, Leon Poldovsky, and his son is here. He just look like...
My question is very simple. You're going to use this kid for the film, I hope.
I hope so. Let's see.
No, because I'm looking at him now and you, and it's unbelievable, and I hope you are going to... Please keep it. Keep him.
Well, if you take a look at his father, you'll see that the kid looks like a hybrid between both of them.
And my real kid is also here, but he's young, too young. He's 4 years old, so... Next film.
Another comments?
Yes, also me too. I was impressed by the kid in the clip, in the scenes. I'd like to ask you something about the casting. I didn't see the short film you have done. I would like to ask you something because it's from the way you shoot. The actors has to give a lot, not with words, but with their body and their relationship with the space.
Of course, the previous film was shot long ago, and the hero was like 8 years old. I developed this this plot into a bar mitzvah thing, into I mean, the actor now needs to be a lot more bigger than 8 years old. I mean, 13 years old. But the casting. What is exact question? I know I see the people in my head. I see some of the actors in my head.
I mean, are you looking for professional, for
Yes,
non-professional?
yes. Okay.
Because they have to speak in some different languages.
Yes.
Russian and.
Okay. The kid has to be with Russian roots. He's probably not like this kid is not a professional kid. I worked hard, but he's very talented, so it was not very difficult. I think his mother and Shimon should be actors, good actors. I'm an actor also in my profession, and I believe in actors. Though I like films with non-actors, but I think actors can give you sometimes more than that. To show the simplicity, the realism, but also to give you, you know, big moments, like you saw here.
I have a question. I think it's a brilliant project. I
Thank you.
absolutely loved it, and everything about it. The way you also bring religion, you know, not as a dogmatism, but as a humanist touch. And my question is, why this ending? I'm frustrated because if the whole point is to, within this Israeli society with all those strict rules and the religion being a state religion, and you give it completely total look, and you have a total different take on it, and you bring it very far from this boy's point of view, and it's sober, it's delicate, is brilliant.
Thank you.
Why not take it further to liberate them against the rules? And it's a question, because I was just saying, why don't you go till the end of that journey, be bold by them saying, you know, fuck the society, we stay together. And you know, it's very hard to have happy endings, but this time I thought, wow, if you manage that, it would be immense. And the question is, why not?
I need to answer that.
No.
First of all, it's a matter of taste, my own taste. I like films that they finish a bit open. I think he does this bar mitzvah, but they are not together. His mother is like, go back to her life, but something is happening between him and his mother, which is better than the spot they started. So it is something like in Chekhov plays, and I came from theater in my studies. I like when, I don't like happy ends. I don't believe it so much, actually. Sorry, but to disappoint you. But I think there is something I could finish it very dramatically and tragically also. This film, I could do it even more tragically. Maybe not going to the bar mitzvah, maybe killing Shimon even. But I'm thinking that it's like a bit bitter and sad, and there is a contact between the mother and the son. That's enough, because that's the way I see the world.
I thought that the ending was a little bit happy ending because of the reunion of the mother. And, what I was afraid before was that the movie would be too pro-religion. But the bar mitzvah, one of the most moving things I've read, and there were plenty in the script, ends with a feeling of solitude
Yes.
of the young boy. And that's really great. And afterwards they meet the mother. My question is, what do you think of the Chabad Lubavitch movement? Because
Yes.
in the movie it's a sort of idealistic world in which families are happy, social actions are made for the poor. I felt it was idealistic. Maybe it's your point of view because you've known them a little bit. And that's not in the tone of the rest of the movie.
First of all, it's through the point of view of the kid. What we did in the lab, we took the story of 3 people. It was a story, it was, the previous drafts were like three stories. I had a lot more from the Shimon's point of view. And together with Jack, we just narrow it to a one point of view film, and I'm happy about it. And I think Haim is happy about it also. And I think Pinchas is happy about it also. But this idealistic way of seeing the Chabad movement, the Lubavitch, is from the point of view of the boy. But I think it's initial, I don't know, I didn't see films about Chabad enough. I saw films about Breslov, about the Lithuanian Orthodox, but Chabad is something special. They try to make a lot of people religious through the heart. They don't sell nothing else, they sell a Jewish heart, and they have to believe in it all the time. When I met a Chabad Hasid to have a kind of research for this script, it was like, wow. I mean, we're there, we're going there, everyone. We wait for the Messiah. All these things that you see, all this Messiah, Lubavitch, really, as a secular person, I don't believe it, but it happens. And sometimes you're jealous, as Pinchas jealouses in that way of looking through through realism, so deeply involved and sure of himself.
Yes, I just wanted to ask you the question. How comes that Tamara and Shimon, in such a short time, it feels very short in the script, suddenly they are together because they are two characters from two different worlds? Is it le contraire satire or what is it?
First of all, because it's a film, it has to be, I can't take a lot too long, but I think there is something, and it's also about the casting and the directing, my directing. As you saw in this film, it's a moment of maybe a paragraph in the script that you see a lot of details. I think something in the attraction between them and the humor she finds in Shimon, and is a very handsome man. I think he should be a handsome man. And I think she's also a beautiful woman. So you rest your case. But really, when and even if it will be not the most handsome guy that will play, it's something in the first look they have. You see that there's something attraction. And you will see through directing, it's very difficult to show it through screenwriting because you need more scenes and more scenes and more scenes, and it's becoming to be, I think, boring. I don't know. So it's like.
It's okay? No. Are you happy with this answer? Okay. Okay, so thank you very much.